Hey, my Liptons. I wanted to do a quick video. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be quick. I don't know, but I want to quickly talk about John Abraham and Bipasha Basu because I have really been on a binge watch on like some old because y'all know how I feel about the Bollywood movies of today. Like it's horrendous. So I've really been watching a lot of old movies. Like I'll watch movies like from the 1950s, the 1960s, and then I'll move up to like the early 2000s. So recently I watched Tarana. It's a Dilip Kumar movie. It's like from 1951. And I'm waiting to do that review because I think I want to do Tarana, and I also want to do Mughal El Azam. But I'm watching Mughal El Azam, so I'm just trying to get all my thoughts together. I think I might do another video on that and Dilip Kumar and Madhubala, their relationship and stuff. But first, I want to talk about John Abraham and Bipasha. So I watched Jism, and I also watched Aetbaar. And let me just tell y'all something. Bipasha and John Abraham's is like chemistry, but like it's like, and in a way too, I can see why. I guess you can say a conservative, more like Indian viewer during the early 2000s, they'll watch something like this and they will be turned off by it. I can see where, and I mean that for like, I mean, clearly not for aetbaar, because aetbaar is not as like hypersexual as jism, but like, I can see why a viewer would be turned off by it. But here's the crazy thing about it too. Jism actually made a lot more in the box office compared to aetbaar. So, but I feel like because I can see why the typical interviewer had issues with it. And in a way, if you think about, if I'm gonna keep it a stack, if you really look at like the early 2000s, like Bollywood movies that was coming out, like in a way, unfortunately, it kind of did lead to like how Bollywood is today with like the westernizations and the hypersexual activity that happens in the films now. It's just even the music. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in Jism and in aetbaar, I honestly could care less about the music that was in this movie, because honestly it was the storyline that was keeping me hooked. Like, and that's the thing about it with Bollywood. It's either a film, their soundtracks can be great and the storyline can be great, or it needs to be one or the other. It needs to be or like the storyline will be great and the music is whatever, which is that's the case in Jism and in aetbaar. But now in the Hindi film industry, it's like it's both is bad. Like both the storyline and the music is horrendous. So it's like you can't have either or. At least back then, it's like you can have either or. You have the storyline, but back then too, you had both. It's like both the movie was great and the soundtracks were great. But I guess in the early 2000s, we were having moments where it's like sometimes the songs would be like, okay, whatever. It's like, it's whatever. But the storyline will keep us going. But now that's just not the case anymore. It's like both storyline and songs are bad. But I would say this though, even though Jism I didn't care too much for the songs, I was here for the storyline. Okay, I was here for it. I was here for aetbaar. I was just watching aetbaar like two nights ago, and I was just like, bro, like John Abraham, like honestly, John Abraham, for him to be in the industry that early and stuff like that, he definitely showed his versatility. He definitely did. He showed vulnerability. He showed versatility in both performances. So I watched Jism first, and Jism is more, obviously, just by the name of it, is very much so a more sexual kind of film. At the time too, Bipasha and John Abraham were a couple, so their chemistry was like on fire. While you're watching them, like you can see it and you can just feel it as well. So I was definitely here, and I feel like something like this, if something like this were to happen today, but if John Abraham and Bipasha weren't in the movie, I don't think I would be too much of a fan of it. But I think that because And the reason why I give it a pass, honestly, because, you know, usually I'm not too much of a big fan of, like, the hypersexual stuff that happens in Bollywood today, and, like, the, you know, and the lip kissing and stuff. I think it's because they were a couple. That's the thing. I feel like when you are a couple, or when you were married and stuff like that, and you do that, it's like, okay, I understand it. But if you guys are just regular actors, you guys are just friends, and it's just like, why are y'all kissing? Like, it's so weird. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie. Like, I did. I liked John Abraham's performance. I liked, you know, Bipasha is beautiful. Like, she's, you know, I really didn't, you know, and it's like I knew of her, but it's like I never really like looked at her like to really appreciate her beauty. But like, she is really beautiful, like in both films, in Jism and in Aetbaar. John Abraham actually looks real, like, like, I mean, he still looks good now and stuff, because he has a lot of muscle and stuff, and he cut his hair, but he looks really young in this movie, but he still looks like he still has that manly, masculine energy that comes across, especially in Aetbaar. I will say this, though, it did become a little bit cartoonish, with John Abraham's, like, facial movements, where he would, like, when he's trying to be like evil and angry, is like his eyes would just go down. He's just like, ugh. It's like, first time, second time, I can't understood it, but then the third, fourth, fifth time, I was just like, okay, this is becoming a little bit too dramatic, too cartoonish. That was the only thing. And then honestly, I could care. They could have done a little bit more when it came to the music. I didn't care too much about the music. It was whatever. Amitabh's performance was good too. This movie actually did not do well in the box office, which was unfortunate at that time. You know, it didn't do well. But John Abraham was definitely on the rise. Bipasha was definitely, you know, she was established. But I appreciate the movie. I appreciate it. I definitely recommend y'all to go watch aetbaar, and if honestly, if y'all are not into anything, you know, too much sexual, you guys think is it, then I wouldn't recommend Jism. I would not recommend it. But if you guys want to watch it, you guys can. But I definitely liked aetbaar. Like, I think this was a more like, okay, like, what's going on here? What is the history? What's happening here? You know, what's going on with John Abraham's character? His character's name is Aryan, and Bipasha's character name was Ria. Oh God, my friend is just texting me. But I liked these movies. I will say this though, it is unfortunate that Bipasha and John Abraham broke up, because I thought that they were a really good couple, like, and their chemistry is like they honestly, Bipasha and John Abraham acted their behinds off in both films. And I'm gonna watch their third movie, that because I think they did a couple of movies together. So I'm gonna watch another movie of them. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna go watch that. But I think that my next Bollywood movie review will probably be a Dilip Kumar movie, and I think I'm probably gonna do 2 reviews in that movie. Because I've been watching some Dilip Kumar stuff. I've been, you know, getting into him a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to be back and forth. So I'm going to be doing like some 1960, because I already did a Vijayanthy Mala review. I did her Amar Bali review and Vijayanthy Mala. That's on my Bollywood playlist. You guys can go watch that. And you know, I've been doing little reviews. I do want to go back to reviewing some ZTV shows, because I feel like it's been a minute. It's been actually a really long time since I did reviews about ZTV shows like Jodha Akbar, Dil Se Diya Bachan, Punar Viva, that sort of thing. I'm gonna go back to it, because I do want to refresh my memory on a lot of things. I had to go get the premium again on the Z5 app, but I'm gonna do my reviews. But I definitely recommend Jism. I definitely recommend aetbaar. I think that they're great films. These films are on YouTube. If you guys are avid Hindi speakers, you guys can watch it there. It's all on YouTube. The full movies is there. But if you guys are gonna try to look for English subtitles, you guys are gonna definitely have to pay for it, like I had to. But yeah, that's just my reviews on that. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You guys, subscribe. Let's get up to 600 subscribers. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.